baby, please, baby, talk slow, talk slow. I'm off the blow, I'm off the draw.
Hi guys, it's Lana here, and today I want to bring you guys a replica of this stunning Met Gala look from Jasmine Sanders. If you guys don't know what the Met Gala is, it's actually also known as the Costume Institute Gala, and they put on a costume theme every single year. So this year's theme was Heavenly Bodies, Fashion, and the Catholic Imagination. So everybody had to go with a kind of heavenly Catholic theme. This right here is a replica of what Jasmine Sanders went for, and I actually had some DMs this morning asking if I could recreate her hairstyle on curly hair. So of course this is Lana summer. What else would I be doing if it was not a curly hairstyle for you? I also think this look came in perfect timing for prom, because I was actually going to film a prom video for you guys anyway today, and then I saw this and I thought, you know, why not kill two birds with one stone? Let's replicate Jasmine Sanders' look and give you a prom look. Like, I definitely feel like... So if you like this video, please thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below, tell me who had your favourite Met Gala look this year, and let's go ahead and jump into the video. So these are the two main combs that I'm going to use. I've got a pintail comb and I've got an afro comb. So I'm going to probably need both of them, so make sure you have these before you start. So Jasmine has got a center part, so I'm going to do that. This is like a curly hair adaptation of her one, so we're still going to go for like the dead straight center part, but you have to just be like a little bit more careful about how you separate your hair. Like, you need to kind of get it in the gist of the right place first, and then you can start separating it. Just always be like gentle when you're separating curly hair, because it will tangle easily and it will turn to frizz if you separate it like too viciously. So try to avoid doing that. You can use the pin of your pintail comb to help you get a really straight line. Actually, you don't even need to use the pin. You can use the front end as well. You just want to kind of make sure that this is dead on center, but I'm looking at Jasmine's and hers doesn't actually seem to be dead on center. Her parting goes to sort of the tip of her crown. So if you imagine, like, here's my ears just for reference, and it's going to go to about there. So that's how far you need the parting to go back. I also just want to say that this is actually a braid out, so this is not exactly my natural curl pattern, but it's not like very dissimilar, and the braid out might actually be making it easier to separate the hair and that kind of thing. So if you are worried about that with your own hair, then it might be worth trying to do a braid out before you do this. A braid out is really easy. You literally just braid your hair and then leave it for like a few days, or you can braid it when it's wet and you can just leave it to dry, and then when you take it out you will have curls that look kind of like this. Now we have our parting done, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to separate this off from the top of the part down. I'm just going to get this out of the way real quick because we don't need it yet. The same for this side. Accidentally gave myself space buns. This is not the final look, you guys. I mean, you know I love a good space bun, but this is not what we were going for today. And for your back of your hair, just try and make sure that the hair is going backwards.
So then you can smooth it out using your afro comb, because this won't actually disrupt the curl or anything, and then go ahead and take the hair from the crown of your head and twist it upwards like this to kind of create this bouffant. It's got lots of volume and you can pin it down.
Now you're going to leave these bits up for a sec, and you're actually just going to take the pieces of hair that are like close to behind your ears and you're going to twist them. So I think for these sections the direction of your twist doesn't matter so much because that part is actually going to be hidden. So for the main thing on this part, you're going to want to take a ribbon and you tie the ribbon into your hair like that, and then you want to go ahead and you want to twist this piece of hair and wrap the ribbon around it. So you've got this right here and you bring this over the clips and you clip that down. With this one, I'm going to actually twist this a lot tighter because I did notice that she does have some twists that are really tight. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm just going to secure that. And then that does the same thing as the other one. So this one is going to go across the braids. So now you can let down your space buns. And with this small section, you're just going to do like more of the twisting. You can add some more ribbon. What I'm kind of doing here is like a 2-strand twist. So I'm twisting the hair in one direction and I'm twisting the ribbon in the opposite direction. And then when we get here we can tie that off. And the way that the direction you want to tie it is you want to tie it so that then when you put it through, you want it to come through and be facing downwards so that it can fall in with the rest of the braid. You want to do the same thing with these. You just want to literally bring it over to this side and pin it down. On this side, we're going to take the same like corresponding section, but we're not actually going to put on any ribbon because we didn't need ribbon on everything. That was just something I was doing, but we don't need to do it for every piece. Everything is kind of just crossing over and covering up the bobby pins. So you want this in 3. So you have a section here at the front, and then with this back piece, you're just gonna want to take the bottom off of that so that you can lay the top flat, bring it to the middle, and pin it down. With this small section, right in the middle here, you're gonna wanna twist this up, and you can take this right over to the other side. And again, I'm gonna pin it down. With your front pieces, like your bangs, bring them forward if you have to. Make sure that there's volume in here. I kind of hold it straight, and then I just twist the bottom, and I just want to clip that right there. And then with this piece of hair, I want to do the same thing. I just want to twist it outwards, like away from my face. And I'm gonna cross this over. I'm pinning it over this side, and then you want to do the same thing with this side. We split this in half, and then we split this in half. With this side, I'm actually just going to fold this one in. This goes probably lower than your ear when you put it back. When you take this piece, just make sure that it doesn't take the bit at the front. So like, don't take all of this, just only take this, and just make sure that there's some hair left here, okay? So I'm going to do that same twisting thing with this one, and we're going to bring that around and pin it down. We are going to do the same thing that we did with this side. Use your afro comb if you need to, just make sure everything is covered. You can also pick it, make sure there's some volume in here, and then you just want to fold this out. Place it low down, place it like way back here. So now my hair is kind of all bunched up, apart from the hair at the nape of my neck. So I'm going to take that hair, I'm going to take a long section from here, and I'm going to take a long section from this side, and I'm going to bring that together, and I'm going to bring this together at the back.
So I'm tying that with a little hair tie, and then what I actually do is I just loosen it a bit and I fold it in on itself, and it gives the illusion like it's the start of a braid when actually it's not. It just adds some texture to the hairstyle and makes it look a lot more interesting. So then I go ahead and I start teasing it, and I start pulling bits out just to make it look even bigger and give it some more volume. And that's just another little layer of detail that we're adding to this braid.
So I've still got a few pieces of hair that are kind of long, that haven't been shortened by being flipped and that kind of thing. So on all the long pieces, I'm going to put a ribbon. I'm going to braid all the way down to the end of the hair, and then again when I tie it, I'm going to tie it and I'm going to make sure that it's facing downwards when it comes out of being tied. So if I can find a piece of hair long enough, I'm going to do a gold one. I'm just going to tie it up at the end. So now that we have these ribbons and we have this bit done, we're actually ready to just braid. Like, just braid.
So when it came to braiding, I realised that actually a lot of my hair had been made really short by all of the flipping over to the other side. So I decided to add some extension hair. So this is really easy to work into the braid. You just hold one end of the extension hair and bring it into one end of the braid. And then you take the opposite end of the extension hair and you use that in a different part of the braid. I really hope that that makes sense, and I can slow down this part of the video so that you guys can see that, but it's really easy to do, and you just braid it until your hair runs out.
And then I have this ribbon. It's not ribbon, it's like a rope. So now I'm taking this gold cord, which I found at the pound shop. I think it's really cute. Oh wait, it wasn't the pound shop, it was the range. I found this in the range, and I think it was perfect for this little bit at the end. So the way they do this, it kind of gets tighter and tighter as you get towards the ends. So it sort of narrows down. Give that look of like your hair getting thinner at the end of the braid. And it's really messy, like it's not perfect at all. So I'm just gonna like work my way back up again, and it's looser up the top, so I'm going to stay loose at the top. Again, when you tie this, just make sure it's facing downwards. So now you can go ahead and you can start throwing some flowers in it. Just make sure all the bobby pins are covered up with flowers. I mean, I'm doing this at really short notice and I don't have the same supplies that Jasmine has got, so I've just got these little paper flowers from the craft store. But I really hope you guys can kind of see what this would look like if we'd had time, you know? I'm just going to take this front row up here. Okay, so my camera shut off because it ran out of battery, but I was just kind of sticking in the accessories and this is how it looks. I would like to put in some more red roses, but I've actually kind of run out of red roses. I didn't realize she had so many in her hair, but she does have a lot. So I'm just going to use what I have right here. So I've just got like a whole bunch of crafts. I got these little red rosy things. I charged my camera but it's still dead. Yeah, we'll just stick some of these flowers in it. And another thing, her flowers get smaller as the braid gets smaller. Like as it gets to the end, the flowers kind of die off a little bit and the biggest flowers are like up here and all that kind of thing, and then there's not really any this far down and there's just like small ones here. So I tried to kind of take note of that. She definitely has kind of a lot of greenery in here, like a lot of leaves. There's a lot of everything going on. Like this is really crazy. And I think what I'm missing actually is the greens. I need more green. So I'm just gonna go and get changed and I can show you guys the final look.
Had a heart, man, I'm trying to get it back, dog. So please, baby, talk slow, talk slow. I'm off the blow, I'm off the draw, I'm in my zone. Grab your girls, grab your phone, and let's go.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video and that it gave you a little bit of inspiration. Also, don't hate me too much because I know mine does not look the same as hers, but this is the range version, okay? This is the Target version. I only had like less than a day to put this together, so I think I did okay. If I had more time, like definitely you can switch these out for like better quality roses. You can definitely switch up the accessories for things that are just higher quality, that look nicer, but this is honestly all I could get my hands on. Let's keep that in mind. Let's just imagine that these are like higher quality. But I like how it came out anyway. I really do love this braid. And yeah, that's everything from me. So thumbs up this video and join the summer squad. Become a sunbeam by hitting the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Otherwise YouTube is not going to show you when I upload a video and that would be really sad. So go ahead and do that and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!